What's going on, everybody? This is Living in Arizona Now, and today we are going to bring to you the food of Arizona. Many of you have asked what the cuisine is like, what can we show you, so we put together over 2 years worth of footage from eating at restaurants all across Arizona, Phoenix, Tucson, and everywhere in between, so let's get into it. First up is Los Olivos here in Old Town Scottsdale, and this is a Mexican food cantina. Yeah, so this right here is called albondiga. So if you look in here, you'll see the meatballs, some carrots, and some other veggies. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. So this is actually a homemade tortilla. Comes with the soup here. Let's just dip it in here and see how it tastes when you dip it in the albondiga soup. It's hearty. It tastes pretty good. So you can see if you look down here, you've got green chilies. Now that's probably enough to just satisfy you. This is like a Mexican pizza basically, but it's actually called a cheese crisp. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of this mild salsa and I'm just gonna kinda put it on there a little bit, pull a slice out here, and then take a bite. Well, I'm gonna flip it like that, I guess. The thing with cheese crisp, you do want to make a little bit of a mess. Or you're going to make a mess, I should say. Kids love these. Now that is damn good. Now this here is a shredded beef tamale, which is basically a corn wrap with beef stuffing. Shredded beef right here. That's the one I like, shredded beef. And this one here is chicken stuffing tamale. So this is a green chili right here, and it's mostly made out of corn. And let's give it a try. Tamale. So anytime you can get something with prickly pear in it, you know you're going to get something from the Southwest, in particular Arizona, New Mexico. This is a prickly pear margarita. They do make prickly pear lemonades if you guys don't want the alcohol in it. So prickly pear margarita, let's see how it tastes. Perfect. The Sonoran Hot Dog. If you haven't tried one, you're about to find out what it is. Some of these clips are 2 years old, so that's why you'll see the mask in play. But don't let that distract you from the Sonoran Hot Dog, something that you should try at some point in time while you're in Phoenix. Alright guys, so you can see right here, there's basically 2 different styles of Sonoran dogs, but essentially you're going to need jalapenos and mayo. I got the Chipotle mayo right here. This one has the jelly, the pickled jalapeno with the mayo and the ketchup and mustard. This one has the bigger jalapenos. So they're basically called the Old Town Downtown dogs here, but you can get them customized here at this particular restaurant. But let's get into it. I really love jalapenos, and those hot dogs are pretty good. The reason I really like those hot dogs is because when you bite into it, it's juicy. You feel the juices squirting into your mouth. Now we're going to another local favorite out here. This is called the Barrio Queen. There's a couple of these restaurants across the valley and in other parts of Arizona. So here we are at Barrio Queen out in Queen Creek. I've got a bunch of carne asada, tacos. It's a mixed plate. You can pick whichever ones you want. I got carne asada with chorizo, carne asada from Mexico City, and chile verde here. And some chorizo refried beans. When it comes to tacos, my favorites are always going to be the carne asada street tacos or carnitas. I really like carnitas, which is going to be a pork meat. All right, so what we're doing here is we're going to go around Tucson because it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site for gastronomy, for Native American cuisine and Mexican cuisine. We're here at the Guadalajara Grill, just outside of Oro Valley at the Catalina Foothills. I've got one of their world famous signature margaritas here, lightly salted. You can never really go wrong with an original margarita. That's going to include lime juice and tequila. I prefer tequila gold, but you can also go with silver. If you can get your hands on some mezcal, you should try that at some point in time. You know you're at a quality Mexican restaurant when they make their own flour or corn chips and the salsa is also made at the restaurant. That's when you know it's authentic. And here we went with the shredded beef enchilada smothered in red sauce with refried beans and rice, as well as a deep fried burrito in red sauce, and then a taco salad. Another Mexican restaurant that I really like is one that I used to work at as a teenager. This here is El Encanto up in Cave Creek. Its translation is The Enchanted. And their signature dish is the pollo fondito, which is actually a chicken wrap smothered in a creamy sauce and cheese. And if I'm at a Mexican restaurant and I'm looking for my favorite beer, it's probably going to be Pacifico or Dos Equis. I don't drink many Coronas. Next up, let's talk about steak in Arizona. Anytime you can get steak that comes from farms that are locally sourced beef up in the White Mountains or up in the hills, one of the best restaurants that you can eat at for a steakhouse is called Bourbon and Bones Chop House in Old Town Scottsdale. I don't have footage of that, but if you're looking for a great steakhouse, go check those guys out. And there's many different taco shops across Arizona. Here we are at Rusty Taco. This is just straight up tacos. You're gonna get a pick between corn or flour tortillas. I usually go with flour tortillas.
This is the habanero right here. It's very hot, so use sparingly.
If you're not into really spicy, just stick to the mild red or the green salsa verde. So this is a chili Reno. You can still see the stem for the chili right here. But it's actually a long chili. You can see it's got like cheese filling, but there's the chili. It's breaded. It's got some pork. So, pretty good. Look at that chili. Might not look so tasty, but it actually really is. Look at this nice bite right here. So I would say honestly it tastes like spicy a little bit, creamy. It's not as spicy as you would think, although it does have a little bit of caliente, hot flavor to it. I've got my Pacifico beer here. It goes good with the beer. I would say that when you get it, there's a variety of different meats you can get in there. Carnitas, carne asada, shrimp, pollo, you pick. A little bit spicy, but nothing that you can't handle. So overall, I would say chili Reno, in terms of Arizona quality food, I would say it gets a 4 out of 5. It's not the number one thing you would eat, but a good chili Reno with a good fried batter tastes great.
So this is our habanero chili de árbol salsa, sea salt, and lime.
Okay.
So that's a compliment for your tacos. You can add that salsa, squeeze the lime, and then a little salt.
What kind of seed is that?
Pepitas.
Pepitas.
Pepitas. Pumpkin seeds.
Oh, pumpkin seed. Okay, all right.
And that's a tomatillo chipotle salsa.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Chicken, carne asada, and carnitas.
Perfect. Thank you.
Chili Reno is a cuisine that comes from the city of Pueblo in Mexico. It's a green chili pepper stuffed with minced meat, coated and filled with eggs as well. And here we are at the Phoenix Resort Tempe at the Buttes. This is the top of the rock. It's a nice restaurant, great views. I would say the food is a 4 out of 5. It's hit or miss. Some of the food can be top notch, and then some of the food can leave you asking for more. And we got some battered shrimp with spring rolls and pulled pork sandwich. Now we're headed up to Winslow, Arizona. This here is the Sip restaurant. Anytime you get a chance to eat one of these classic Route 66 diners, you should take it and see what it's like. Some of them can be amazing, and some of them can leave you, wishing you hadn't stopped in. But it just depends on who's the chef back there in the kitchen, right? But here at SIP, you just get some ice cream, and you can't go wrong with an ice cream cone, can you? Now let's try some Italian food. This here is in Old Town Scottsdale. This is Buca di Beppo. Some people love it. Some people would say other things. They would say it's going to make you have high cholesterol and the food is just too thick. And, it's Italian food. You know how it is, but lots of cheese, right? It's very rich in flavor, just not sure how good it is for your arteries. And if you're going to live in Phoenix, I would highly suggest finding a solid Korean restaurant that you can really lean on for barbecue. This one here is called Bibio. And this is just fast food beef bulgogi, but like I said, you're going to need a Korean barbecue restaurant or hot pot that you can really trust.
It's really good.
Just remember, Google Maps, TripAdvisor, and Yelp are your friends, and read those reviews to see if you can find the ones closest to you that are going to work best. And for those of you looking for more healthy solutions, places like Wildflower Bread Company, they're going to have that salad and healthy bread, whole grain wheat. So eating at a place like this for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. You can also order on DoorDash. And here's a look at a veggie sandwich. You can see the cranberry on the top of the lettuce there. And believe it or not, I'm going to say the best burgers I've had go to Red Robin. If I'm in the mood for a real good, solid burger, I'm going to go here to Red Robin. So say what you want, but that's my opinion. You can get sweet potato fries or regular fries. I always go with the regular fries. I'm not a big fan of sweet potato. Now that we're heading into fall, winter, and spring, going out to breakfast and sitting outside is going to become a thing again. And here we are at Egg and Joe, another restaurant in Gilbert. And I got some Egg Benedict, a poached egg over a muffin. Here we are at a unique restaurant down in Wilcox. This here is the Dining Car, also known as Big Tex BBQ, with steaks, salads, burgers, and sandwiches. So if you're looking for some pulled pork or you're looking for some baby back ribs, here you are. Come on out and take a look at what we're doing out here.
All right. Steaks, asparagus, pretty good Airbnb right here out here in Pine Top. Yummy.
And if you enjoyed this one from Arizona, I would recommend you watch our road trip video that we just did right here at the end.